Let's work on a solo ukulele instrumental version of Have You Seen the Rain by Creedence Clearwater Revival. This song was actually chosen by one of my patrons over at patreon.com. Patrick had been backing the custom song arrangement level for a few months now, and so this is the song that he selected. So hope you like it, Patrick. Thank you so much for the support, and I'm really excited to be working on this song. Let's go ahead and just dive right in. And what we're going to start with for this song is the intro. And for this intro, it's all strummed with some chords with a pretty basic pattern. We're going to start with an A minor chord. Just take our middle finger, place it here on the 2nd fret of the G string. And we're going to do a pretty simple pattern overall. We're going to go with our down, down, up, down, up on this chord. So it sounds like this. Then from here, we're going to go to an F chord. And on that F chord, all that we need to do is add our index finger here on one of the E, do the same pattern. And then after the F chord, we're going to go to a C chord. So those first 3 bars together sound something like this. Now moving on, we're going to start doing some of the little reoccurring lick that occurs in this song. We're going to start by fingering a G chord with our index finger here on 2 of the C, ring finger here on 3 of the E, and middle here on 2 of the A. But we're then going to add our pinky onto 3 of the A strings, squeezing it in right underneath the ring finger. We're going to take our thumb and we're going to strum through all 4 strings. Then we're going to play 2 on the A by removing our pinky finger. Then we'll remove our middle finger, play 0 on the A. Then we'll play 3 on the E string twice. So that measure sounds like. And then we're going to play a C chord, all open with the 3 on the A with the ring finger. We're going to do that same down, down, up pattern. And then from here, we're going to play the lick again, only over a C chord. So we hold that same shape, ring finger here on 3 of the A, strum through with our thumb, play 2 on the A with the middle finger, 0 on the A. Then our ring finger is going to go on 3 of the E string. Then we're going to play the 3 on the E again. And then from here, it's going to go into the main melody of the song. So if we listen to the entirety of the 6 bars of the intro, it should sound something like this. And from here, we're going right into the main intro line of the song. From this point, we'll notice there will be lyrics listed to show what the melody phrases are versus what's filler and harmony and guitar riffs or whatever else that are being implemented into the solo arrangement. So when we look here, we've got Someone Told Me Long, and that's going to play something like this. Start with the 0 on the C and 0 on the E, which is the end of that little intro beginning of this bar, no words with that. And then we're going to play open G for some, open A for 1, 3 on the A with our index finger on the fretting hand, open A again, pinky on 7. The reason we used our index there on the 3 was so that we could set up our pinky here at 7. So that measure is. Going into the next measure, we're going to play a go, which we play 3 on the A with our index finger twice, a go. And then we're going to fill it with some strumming. We're going to go up, and the beginning of the next measure, down. And that kind of gives us the whole first little line of this song, right? Someone told me long ago. And so it sounds something like this when played through. Right? You'll notice that that strumming is just filler to give a little bit more stuff going on than just the melody. Then we're going to play There's a Calm Before the Storm. The way that this played is we play our C chord on that down strum that we just finished with. And we're going to play open G, open A, 3 on the A, and we want to use our index there again because we're going up. Open on the A, then pinky on 7 of the A, and then 3 on the A twice, the storm. Then we're going to play our open G. Then we're going to stretch our pinky up to 10 and play it twice for the words I know, which sort of starts that next section at the end of this bar. So those two measures sound like this. There's a calm before the storm, I know. Now moving forward, we're going to play a G chord up here. Our pinky's here at 10. We're going to take our index finger, stack it across the 7th fret of the other 3 strings, the G, C, E, and A. A string obviously still played by the pinky here. We're going to go up, down, down for the rhythm here. So this measure is up, down, down. Going into the next measure, measure 12, we're going to take our thumb and strum through all 4 strings. And that's the word it's, and then we're going to play 10 again, been, and then one more time, come, and then ing, we're going to play 8 with our middle finger on the A string. We're going to try and leave our index finger there across on the bar to allow it to keep ringing, right? Then we're going to take the index finger off to play 7. So that looks something like this for the measure. It's been, come, in. And now going into measure 13, it's for some time. We're going to strum back through the middle finger on 8 of the A, all the way through with our thumb. That's the word for. And then we're going to play 7 on the A twice with the index finger, some time. And then we're going to slide our index finger down to 3, and we're going to go up, down, up on this chord. Okay, so that measure is for some time. And as we go into measure 14, we're going to play that riff that we played at the intro again. Only we go through with our thumb here, and then we're going to play 2 on the A, then 0 on the A, then 3 twice on the A, and then the 0 on the C and 0 on the E, which essentially starts a little bit of a repeat for this section. So right now what we have, essentially starting with the words, we've got someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm, I know it's been coming for some time, right? And then it essentially repeats. And so if we look at what's listed here, for when it's over, so they say, it'll rain a sunny day, I know, shining down like water. All of that's actually exactly the same. It's just essentially a repeat with these different words, which is pretty cool. So we don't need to actually learn those sections again because, again, they're the same. So it looks something like this, starting with 14 here. Now, as we go here into measure 22, instead of going to the riff again, it's just going to maintain that C chord and do our down, down, up, down, up pattern. Same one that we did at the beginning of the song. Now, you probably see all the tabs on the screen so far, but if you'd like to get the full PDF download, be sure to check out my Patreon page where all patrons can download this, this tab in its complete form, as well as all of the other lessons that I do over there. So now from here, we're going into the bridge section, and that's the, the cool part, the main riff that I want to know, have you ever seen the rain? So to start with this, we're going to go on an F chord. We're going to play 2, 0, 1, 0 with our middle finger here on 2 of the G, index finger here on 1 of the E. Strum through that with our thumb. Now this is my favorite part of the song and the arrangement is for I wanna, we're gonna use harmonics to create this melody line. And the way that you create harmonics is to just lightly touch the string over the actual fret wire without actually compressing it. You'll notice I'm just barely touching the string. And as I play the harmonic notes, I tend to take my finger away. So oftentimes it can help to just fret the note that you want to. And again, it's right on the fret wire itself. It's not between the frets. It's right on the wire. For more information, I've got a video link below that talks about harmonics. So if that's something that you haven't worked on before, be sure to check that out. But with I Wanna, we're going to play harmonic on 12 of the A. Then we're going to do harmonic 12 on the G, and then harmonic 12 on the E. So it goes I wanna. So that measure is the F, and then I wanna. And then for no, we're going to play a really high G chord. We're going to take our middle finger, place it on the 11th fret of the C string, bar our index finger on the 10 of the E and the A strings. So 11 on the C string here with our middle, and 10 on the E and the A with our index. We're going to strum through that with our thumb, and then we're going to use our index finger and go down, up, down. So it's thumb through, down, up, down. And then we're going to play the words have you. We're going to take this index finger, slide it down to 7 on the A, and then we're going to play with our middle finger here on 8 of the A. So that is no, have you, and then we're going into ever seen the, which is going to be 10 on the A with the pinky finger, but all open otherwise. It creates a C chord that's a little bit different than one we've worked on before. Strum all the way through with our thumb, ev, and then play the 10 again, and then seen, play it one more time. So ever seen, and then we're going to take our index finger and go all the way down to 3 and play the. Now, what's funny about this is using the index finger here seems the best because we're going so far down. But if we look at 26, the next thing is an A minor chord, and we need to be playing the 2 on the G string with the 3 on the A. So we're actually not going to use the index finger here on the 3, because even though it seems like it makes the most sense from this standpoint, it doesn't help set us up for what comes next. So after we play with the pinky here on 10, we're going to slide everything down and use our ring finger here on the 3rd fret of the A string, so that we can get the very next measure on 26. The index finger can go here on 2 of the G and make it easier. So that's rain. So what we have from 25 into the beginning of 26 is ever seen the rain. And then we're going to go down, up, down, up for the rest of 26. From here, it essentially repeats. We go back to the F chord, do our harmonics, and then to the G. Have you ever seen the rain? And then at this point, it's going to do coming down on a sunny day. And the way we do that is open A, 3 on the A. And we're going to play 3 on the A with our pinky, which seems really weird, I know. But the reason for this is the very next chord on down is going to be a G chord with that 3 on the A string. And so what we can do here is we can fret all of this here, index finger on 2 of the C, ring finger here on 3 of the E, middle finger here on 2 of the A, where the pinky is also on 3 of the A, so that we can then play the 2 on the A, and then the open G. Then we're going to slide up to 7 with our pinky finger, and then we're going to play the 3 on the A string to sum up that measure. So that's going to be ni of sunny. So we have down on the sun, ni, and then we have day is going to be a strum on the C chord, in which we're going to do a down, down, up, down, up. The exact same pattern that's been happening throughout the song. And then on measure 34, we're going to play that same line. And from here, you'll actually notice it literally has repeat markers written. So we go all the way back to not quite the start of the song, because we had that intro section, but to where you can see the repeat markers listed up there on measure 7. And it's just going to play through the whole thing a second time. Now, whenever you're doing an arrangement like this and you want to have a repeat, it can sometimes help to add little things like dynamics to how you play it the first time versus the second. Maybe you pronounce the melody notes a little bit louder the second time, or you strum a little bit harder the second time, just to make it sound a little bit different. It's okay to forego parts too, or maybe if it's something like up, down, up for a filler, you just do a single down on the first run through, so at the second one you can layer in more. It's really up to you, and that's what makes it so much fun to kind of customize your own arrangements. But we do that repeat, we go all the way through, and then we get back here to measure 35 to something that looks like this, which is going back to an F chord. So the importance here is learning how the measure before interacts with it. So it looks like this. And then instead of going to the open strings that we usually do, we go to the 1 and 0. And that's going to then play I want na, which is the exact same part we were playing before, and no. And that's the same part as well. Then have you ever seen the rain? Repeats that again. I wanna know. Have you ever seen the rain? And then we've got coming down. That's the same part that we just worked on a few moments ago, using that G chord with the pinky added on the 3rd fret of the A string. Down on a sunny. And then for day, we play that C chord. Down, down, up, down, up. Exactly as we did before. But then for the very end of the song, it's something a little bit new. We're gonna strum through the C chord, go down to 2 on the A, open A, 3 on the E with the ring finger. Then we're going to play 2 on the A with our middle finger, and then 3 on the A, full C chord. So that very last 2 measures sound like this, to end the whole song, right? So what's really cool about this song is there's a lot of repetition. There are a lot of parts that are played the same way, just repeated. And what your opportunity is as an arranger is to be able to say, hey, I want to do something a little bit more or a little less, depending on which run through you're going through the song. That can just be dynamics of how loud or soft or you play it, but it can also be how much you do in the way of strumming. You'll notice there are a lot of markers here for like up, down, up, or down, down, up, down, up. And you can cut out any number of those on each run through to be able to layer them back in to get more sound. And that's one of my favorite things to do when working on an arrangement. So that's the song. That's Have You Ever Seen the Rain by Creedence Clearwater Revival. Really great song. I think it transitions really well on the ukulele. I think that the hardest part is the harmonics. If you can get those down, I think the rest of the song comes a little bit easier, but it is quite challenging going all the way up the fretboard. As always, if you have any questions with it, be sure to leave a comment down below or check out my Patreon page where we're always engaging in different things. I do a live Q&A each month as well as new video lessons every month as well. And so if you haven't already, please check it out. Thank you again to Patrick for the support and for picking this song. I had a ton of fun working on it. And I'll see you guys next time on another one of these song video lessons. Thanks so much.